But hey, thank you for your insight. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Wilson. I now recognize for 5 minutes the gentleman from California, Mr. Sherman.
What we learned early this century is that just an American leader pounding the table, as several did, and say this country will not be allowed to have nuclear weapons is not exactly effective. That's why I was here saw several presidents make that declaration with regard to North Korea, and now North Korea has scores of nuclear weapons. I'm going to ask our witnesses to give us an answer in writing about North Korea, because 20 years ago, North Korea provided not nuclear weapons to Syria, but the technology to build them. The reason for that is North Korea didn't have a surplus of nuclear weapons at the time, didn't want to give up their nuclear weapons, but they're happy to have Syria have nuclear weapons and to make some money off of it. So I'd like each of our witnesses for the record to detail ideas on what we do to prevent Iran from buying a nuclear weapon from North Korea, which today does not have a surplus of money and does have a surplus of nuclear weapons. And in particular, I'd like you to address what steps we could take to force China to agree, at least privately, that no plane would be allowed to go directly from North Korea to Iran without stopping for inspection. I might add that I discussed this with President Obama in the Oval Office long ago and was unable to, and while he pointed out to me that we intercept certain ships leaving North Korea, he was unwilling to take action to prevent direct plane flights. At least he didn't think it was a good idea at the time. The Masa Act, named after Masa Amini, who was brutally murdered by the Iranian regime, directed the administration to make targeted sanctions determinations on senior officials in the Iranian regime. Ms. Stroll, what can the administration do to better utilize those authorities and go after particular individuals responsible for human rights deprivations in Iran?
Well, thank you for that question, Congressman. The administration should certainly make use of the authorities granted to it by Congress in the Masa Act and continue to shine a light and impose.
Any particular individuals you'd want to name today?
I don't have particular individuals. I don't know.
Add them for the record, and I'll ask our other witnesses to do that. But I'll point out, our other witnesses have pointed out that you can't bomb knowledge away, that even an agreement with Iran is valid only so long as they adhere to it. Nothing will permanently prevent the Islamic Republic of Iran from having a nuclear weapon except the permanent end to the Islamic Republic of Iran and the creation of a truly democratic Iranian government. I am therefore shocked that the administration has eliminated all the democracy and civil society programs in Iran, all of our support for grassroots political movements, all of our support for independent media. Now, I know that USAID spent a few tens of thousands of dollars doing stupid things that don't reflect American values and certainly don't reflect our strategic needs. But we saw just yesterday the Chinese were rescuing people in Myanmar, and we did not have the capacity to save a single life in Myanmar. We sent some people recently, long after I think all the survivors would have been deceased, to go scout out the situation. That's what happens when you lose USAID. Ms. Stroll, I'd like you to focus just on the Trump years, 2017 to 2021. During those 4 years, did Iran increase its missile capacity? Yes or no?
Yes.
During those 4 years, did Iran expand its stockpile of enriched uranium?
Yes.
During those years, did Iran increase its capacity to refine uranium through banks of centrifuges?
Yes.
So, well, I hope that Trump 2.0 works better. I would also, Ms. Jugman, you brought the importance of cryptocurrency. I'd point out that our sanctions that got us in 2015 were pretty much based on our power to control international currency, because it was all dollars. The crypto enthusiasts and the leaders in that industry have said they want to take that away from the United States because they think it's illegitimate for America to have that power. Do you think that we should give up the power that we get from having the dollar being the world's reserve currency?
No, I don't think we should give up that power, but I do think that there needs to be stronger regulations and monitoring of what's being done on the
Yeah,
crypto.
my time has expired.
Thank you, Mr. Sherman. I now recognize the gentleman from New Jersey, Mr. Smith, for
Thank
5
you
minutes.
very much, Mr. Chairman. Let me just ask two basic questions. You know, despite presenting itself as a U.S.